Frugal friends, hello. We're up late. So late. It is after 11 o'clock in the morning this Sunday morning, and I am just now in the van about to get moving. Whew! Yeah, Mama needed a vacation from her vacation. Slept in today. And then I needed to finish cleaning out the van and, from our Disneyland trip. That was awesome. And I needed to put my tools in here. I did not want to start off on the wrong foot, so I wanted to make sure that I had the van all cleaned out from our trip before we commenced the dive. Some of the issues that have come with sleeping in, we can't really do retail. We're a little late in the day for that unless we want to risk running into people. I might still take a chance. If we are real stealthy and quick, we might still try. We'll see. But the other issue we've run into is because I had my week off and this glare is horrible, and went to Disneyland and all of that fabulousness, the student housing route is probably passed. I don't know that it'll be worth our time to check that, but we might. So that leaves us pretty much with public schools. The issue there is all we've really got access to, bye Mimi, is, spring cleaning stuff, people dumping their stuff. And, just a sec. Oh, my darling kids. Happy Mother's Day, by the way. So, the schools are not necessarily cleaning anything out yet, though school does get out in just a couple of weeks. So what we'll be counting on is neighbors and residents dumping stuff. The issue there is that it has rained for the last couple of days here while we were gone. And like yesterday morning, I think it rained as well. And so anything we find is probably going to be soaked. So these are just some considerations as I'm trying to decide, okay, where are we going to go? But we just need to get going because it is so late. And I have my tattoo appointment up in Salt Lake City at 3 o'clock today. Yes, I'll be bringing you along for that. So stay tuned. So we're just going to go and we're going to see what happens, guys. We're kind of in the interim, this little kind of gray area between the student housing cleanouts and the summer hauls. So I'm thinking what we're going to do for the next couple of weeks is most likely when I, get up on time, we're going to probably hit retail for the next couple of weekends. So be expecting retail. And then once school lets out, then we'll be jumping, hardcore into the public school bins. So it's going to be interesting. We have lots of other things to discuss as we go about the day today as far as the future of this channel and this endeavor, as I am now graduated and can devote myself full time to this enterprise. So we will discuss throughout the trip today. All right, first stop is a public school bin. And yes, there has certainly been some dumping. So we've got a Power Wheel car thingy here. There's no way I'm going to be able to get that out by myself. It looks like there's also some kind of outdoor recliner chair, and that is under the power car thing. So I'm afraid I'm not going to be able to access that. And that is really unfortunate because often these kinds of power vehicles, these kids' power cars, get thrown away just because the battery dies. We have found some before, and they just need the battery replaced. But, this is one of the problems that comes with being a solo diver and not having, particularly amazing physical strength, is that when there's things like this, I'm up a creek. Bummer. Looks like the school is starting to clean out, so that's a good sign. You've got, some notebooks and things right there. That is a good sign, guys. Looks like someone dumped their TV box here. So the black bag was actually just a bunch of leaves and garden waste or yard waste, but this is fantastic. In this bag, I was right. It is a whole bunch of brand new sealed dental hygiene products. Tons of toothbrushes. Look at all these toothbrushes. Ooh, and a condom box. There's even still condoms in there. That's nice. Tons of toothbrushes. That is really awesome. That is really awesome. And a whole bunch of sealed packs of earplugs. Anyway, that's fantastic. That is fantastic. Yeah, I am happy so far. That is a good start. That is great. You can always use more toothbrushes. This is a school that I have not checked in a long, long time, but it's kind of exciting to be here. Now, what do we have here? A bunch of boxes, and I'm wondering what is in these. I'm wondering if it's books or if it's catalogs. I don't know. And yes, I know I don't have my gloves on. I was in such a hurry to finally get on my way that I forgot to grab them. I will, before we go much further, I will run back and grab them. Please let this just be catalogs and not actual textbooks. Please do not be textbooks. Let's see. Here we go. Oh no. Damn it. Oh, guys. I'm kind of emotional right now. It's been a crazy week, and you know, I was so physically tired from our vacation and kind of listless and directionless as I've graduated now and trying to figure out where I'm going. And so I'm already a little bit emotional. And then I come here after dragging myself out to get out here. And our second stop, what do I find? But a bin full of brand new textbooks, still in the plastic, and now possibly ruined by rain. I'm a homeowner. I pay property taxes. I fully support public education. I don't like to get political on here beyond the topic of recycling and environmentalism. Other than that, I do not like to get political. That's a very personal thing, and it is not my intention with this channel to get into the political sphere. But at this moment, I'm just pissed off. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. So what I'm going to do. All right, I've had my moment. Now, action. I am going to salvage what I can of these books. We can either look for donation centers for them or sell them. And we'll see what all there is. But dang it, I hate being the bearer of awful reality. And do you know, honestly, I really didn't expect we were going to find anything today. I thought this was just going to be one of those videos where I show you that unfortunately sometimes, especially when you sleep in, you just, you know, just one of those days. No, we found a jackpot, but a very tragic, upsetting jackpot. I've grabbed 4 whole cases, and then I dumped out a case here because the box was really waterlogged. Guys, in getting those, I realized that it is not an exaggeration that the entire bin, this entire bin is full of those books, textbooks. Every single box here is those math textbooks. There'll be more, guys. There will be so much more. This is just the beginning. It's a pretty overwhelming first example. It's far more than I bargained for today. But it, as awful as it is, it does not surprise me. In the many years that I've been salvaging at public school bins, this kind of thing happens all the time. the difference here is that it's all brand new, unopened. That's pretty overwhelming to me. And like I said, I've been doing this for many years, and often you'll see books and materials thrown away that are still perfectly good, but that have been used. In this instance, however, they are all brand new, still in the cases. Luckily, each of them are wrapped individually in plastic, and so the ones that I have managed to get out, we will be able to salvage, and hopefully they will still go to someone and be used for their mathematical enlightenment. But this is the reality, guys. I hate that I'm Debbie Downer today. I know a lot of you appreciate the upbeat, positive attitude that I like to give you on here, but in this case, I don't know how to be positive about this or how to be upbeat about this, and so I can't give you that in this moment. What I can give you is hope that there are people like us out doing this, and hopefully our message and our mission are spreading and growing enough that minds will be changed, attitudes and behaviors influenced, so that stuff like this happens less often. That's the one bit of optimism and hope that I can give in this regard, this situation. So it's up to us to make a difference however we can, and to try to stop waste, ridiculous waste like this from happening, to acknowledge that it is happening, and to not live in happy denial that this is going down. It's your money, it's your taxes, and this is what's happening. So, I mean, do you care about where your money's going? Do you care about what kind of example this is setting for the rest of the world? I mean, if you don't, okay, that's fine, but it's not fine. It's not. This is what's happening. Anyway, I'm gonna have to end up going off on one here. So I'm gonna grab a couple more boxes, and then we're gonna, unfortunately, move along and see what else is waiting. All right, so I stopped at home to grab gloves and my grabber, and to vent to my loving husband for a moment about the waste of our property taxes on those school books. Now, lifting my spirits, feeling good, feeling happy about what it is that we do, and what we're trying to encourage others to become a part of in any capacity. Feeling better. So, onward. Let's see what else we can salvage. So this is definitely dumping. But it's just garbage. All right, this is another public school bin, elementary. Got an old TV. You know how it is with the old outdated TVs. They often end up like this. But then, oh, this is fun. Let me get it out and then I'll show you. So as I was getting it out, I totally dropped it. That sucks. I don't know if I've destroyed it beyond repair, but yeah, we have two counting machines. This one did okay. It didn't get totally destroyed. This one, it bore the brunt, but I can always try selling them for parts. What do you guys think? I'm not terribly familiar with these counting machines. They're Casio brand. Well, no, that's the box. That must be what they were replaced with, was this new Casio one. These are actually Sharp brand. So I'll have to do a little research, but anything that you guys happen to know about these, and if it's worth selling them for parts, I would love to know. Please tell me in the comments. Still regular school garbage. Some boxes, pallet, but this is definitely all kind of your standard during the school year kind of garbage. All right, this may end up being our last public school stop for today, because I still have a lot to do before going up to my appointment. Bunch of wood here. I'm sure some of you could come up with uses for that. Huge, heavy box from a power mower. Let's see if we can rip it open and see what's in there. Oh, it's the wood. There's a bunch of wood in there that's weighing it down. All right, Frugal friends. So I did a quick stop over here at the dollar store and the craft store. And because it's so late, you know, it's almost 1 o'clock and well within store operating hours, I did not record, you know, as I was salvaging from the bins, because I wanted to be fast, stealthy, and just get it done. There was nothing in the craft store bin to save, but in the dollar store bin, I got 2 full bags. So glad I brought my totes along. It's so handy having totes for just, you know, when it's a big bag like this of who knows what in it. That way you're not worrying about anything dripping or falling out all over in your car. Mine is never like particularly pristine or clean anyway, but we do like to maintain a certain standard. So anyways, I got those, and there's a bunch of stuff in there. So a lot of it looks like it's, you know, garbage, but as I was grabbing them, I did notice a whole bunch of brand new pencils. I think they were like the breast cancer awareness pencils and a lot of other stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to run home and dump these bags out and get a quick look at kind of what's going on in there. We're not going to be able to go, you know, deep dive full into there to do a reveal, because I've got to get ready to go to my appointment. But before we run home, one of the things that I wanted to address today and get your input on. So a lot of you have been asking about buying some of these fabulous dumpster treasures that I've been salvaging. And so generally the way I sell things is on eBay, but I know that not everyone is on eBay. Not everyone wants to deal with eBay, and I understand that. And I am willing, after talking to my husband about it quite a bit, I am willing to try selling things through YouTube with like PayPal or Venmo as our financial facilitator. But logistically, I don't know how quite to set this up so that you're covered and I'm covered. You know, eBay takes care of all of that for me. They facilitate everything so that, you know, they keep everyone honest, and they handle disputes and returns and all of those kinds of things, you know, and that way business doesn't interfere with friendship. So I'm not sure how we can go about setting that up, but I understand that a lot of you want to acquire some of these things, and it's a great way to support not only the channel, which we totally appreciate, but also the mission of saving and salvaging, and plus add to, you know, your collections and things that you're interested in. So I do want to make that happen, but I'm just not sure on how to do it. So any suggestions, thoughts, ideas, insights that any of you fabulous frugal friends might have, please leave that in the comments. Also, this coming Thursday evening at the usual 7 o'clock, I will be doing a live stream where we will touch base on this idea of selling things here through YouTube, whether, you know, me just once a week saying, okay, these are the things that are up for sale, first come, first serve, or my husband thought it might be fun if we did like a live auction on YouTube, you know, through a live stream, doing an auction. My concern on that one is accountability, because not that I don't trust you guys, because I know you guys are fabulous, but there's always a bad egg, right? Or one bad apple in the bunch that would, you know, win the auction, right? And then wouldn't pay up. And then I'd have to go through the hassle of, you know, trying to sell something again. And so I'm not 100% on the auction idea, though I think it would be a lot of fun, and it's totally up my alley. I actually was the auctioneer at a family reunion. That was a lot of fun. I think it would be entertaining, and it would be enjoyable and exciting. But again, it's logistics and keeping us all, you know, honest and following through and that kind of thing. So let's touch base on that on Thursday evening, plus any other questions, concerns, comments that you guys would like to, you know, get around to, that you'd like me to address, and especially as far as the future of this channel and of the mission. as I definitely engage in this full time now that we're done with school, now that I'm graduated. So please give me your thoughts, your feedback. This is definitely, this is a community. We are a team, you and I really want your input on how we ought to go about some of those things, and on your thoughts as far as the direction of our channel. To give you an idea of what I've got in mind, I am going to be devoting myself to it full time, as well to the eBay aspect, but also we love to travel, and thank you for your patience as I've been filling our feed with all kinds of, our traveling adventures to Disneyland, our fabulous celebration. Several more of those videos to come. If that's not what you're here for, please bear with us. There will be plenty of dumpster diving and salvaging and saving, but that is another aspect of our lives that we are incredibly excited about, and we want to share it. So if you're not interested in those, just don't watch them, okay? But the stuff that you want to see, it will be coming. We're also very much into gardening, and so now that the time has come and the weather has gotten favorable, we will be doing lots of gardening, so expect to see a lot of that in the near future. But back to the traveling, what I would like to do is have a dumpster diving take on our traveling adventures, because we will be doing quite a bit of traveling, and the way that all of that is made possible is through frugal living, very frugal living, and through dumpster diving and our saving and salvaging and our efforts in that area. My husband works very, very hard, but in 2018, with a family of 5 and a mortgage, having the extras and being able to travel on one income is near impossible anymore without going into debt. And we do not believe in going into debt other than for our mortgage. And so all of these adventures that we will be going on are made possible by the way that we live, and with dumpster diving and couponing and things like that. And that is kind of the slant or the angle through which I would like to approach the traveling videos. So any thoughts, suggestions that you have in that regard, it'd be fabulous. Things, thinking out loud, maybe giving an idea of how much that kind of trip costs, and what I've been able to do to save money on the trip whatever trip we're doing, just the ways that I'm keeping the costs down, and maybe give a broad idea of how much dumpster time and dumpster salvaged items went into financing those adventures. Things like that is what I'm trying to think through, trying to apply my hard-earned degree and the skills that I acquired through that process, trying to apply some of that to these videos and to the concepts and putting things together. So, but I would love your feedback and your thoughts. That would really, really be helpful. I appreciate it so much. Let's go home, dump out these bags, see what's in there, and then let's go get a tattoo. All right, here is your promised sneak peek into the treasures from the dollar store. I went ahead and got rid of all the actual garbage and dumped all the goodies into this fabulous tote that I got from my neighbor. Lots of good stuff. We will be jumping in and exploring all of this, but there's a little looky-loo. One of the things we are most excited about, well, definitely Reagan is most excited about, I found more Pokemon cards. I don't know what they were doing in the dollar store bin, because they don't sell Pokemon cards as far as I'm aware. And a lot of you will know that Pokemon cards are incredibly, ridiculously expensive, but my Reagan absolutely loves them. They are one of his passions, and we found some Pokemon cards a few weeks ago in the bins, and he was thrilled about those, and he was jumping up and down about these, but of course I said, we have to show them to our frugal friends first, and then you can have them. So now he gets to have them, and he is so excited. Please, for sure, leave me your thoughts, insights, opinions about what we have discussed. And thank you for joining us. You guys are so fabulous. All right, have a wonderful day. Stay tuned for lots more fabulous dumpster and other adventures. We just appreciate you so much. Have a great day.